Hey everyone, I'm going to wait for everyone else to roll in. Whew, I'm having a hot flash right now. I'm starting the video with a menopausal hot flash. Ha, whew. So, I am Aniela McGinnis. I am one of the co-founders of Cancer Grad, for those of you tuning in. And today is our Wisdom Wednesdays, which I think are my favorite days. I really like doing these. And we are going to be talking about, our topic is, why am I managing your emotions? Yeah, like, why am I making you feel good about my cancer? So that's what we're talking about. Waiting a second. Oh, and we have somebody watching already. Hey, guys. All right, so let's get on to this topic. So on New Year's Day, I did a quick video talking about the anxiety I felt about New Year's and getting really honest with it. And New Year's, I did not feel magical. New Year's Day, I felt super scared and anxious. And some of you guys, wonderful people, are fantastic followers, wrote in saying that you felt the same way and talked about the fact that you are managing other people's emotions over the holidays and in general with cancer. And I think this is a really important topic to kind of get into because I am really bad about this. I am always trying to make everybody else feel better, and I completely ignore my own emotions. I know that when I got diagnosed with cancer, and people would call me to tell me how sorry they were, and they would do that sad voice, that oh, you have cancer. I spent the entire phone calls trying to make them feel better, rather than being upset, because I was like, no, it's okay, I'm going to be fine, everything's great. Which sucks, because I should not have to make you feel good about my cancer. And so I want to know, type below if you guys feel this way, if any of you have experienced this sensation of making someone else feel better about your difficult situation. So I have, like I was saying, I'm really bad about this. I a lot of times will deny my own feelings. I'm an actress. I was an actress for years. And my acting teacher pointed out that when I cry, I smile while I'm crying, like a crazy person. Because if I'm smiling, I'm trying to make you feel better about the fact that I am having emotions. Yeah, crazy. And we just got a comment in. I think that part is almost the worse than treatment side effects. You are right. Yes. Making others feel better is almost worse than the actual, that is a side effect of treatment, is trying to make everyone else feel better. So I have that issue too. I have a huge culprit of trying to make you feel good about my cancer or about my feelings that aren't positive. And that was also mentioned of, if it's not a positive feeling, that we're almost not allowed to mention it with cancer. Like, if you don't feel like that smiling cancer patient, you can't say anything because everyone gets really uncomfortable. And I know when I was going through cancer, I would do these dance videos, these dance parties at every chemo. There was a point where I wanted to stop doing them. I felt like I was pandering to a cancer audience, to a cancer fan club. And people would write me and say, oh, you're so inspirational. Friends would say, every single Monday when you're at chemo and you do your dance video, it makes my whole week better. And so I didn't want to stop making these dance videos because I didn't want other people to feel bad. Which, what? That is horrible. That is horrible. I should be able to feel the way I want to feel. You should be able to feel the way you want to feel. And a lot of times if we express any negativity, people automatically placate us with, everything's going to be fine, you're going to be fine, you have to be strong, you have to fight. How many of you guys have had people say that to you? Have had people tell you, you have to be strong and you have to fight this? If you express any kind of fear or anxiety or frustration, it's like, no, you can't whisper those words, you have to be smiling. And I actually did a YouTube video on this of Not the Happy Cancer Patient. I'll link it below after the video is over. And so I wanted to share the one tip that I had for this because I am not very good at it at all. So this tip actually comes from a woman who I was mentoring through her cancer treatment. And she was telling me the story. And I was like, what? You can do that? So I wanted to share it with you, hoping that it might help you all handle this in the future. So the story goes that she was at work in the midst of, like, she just found out she had cancer. She was going to have to start chemo. And one of her coworkers came up to her and told her, I'm already shaking my head because it's that horrible what this coworker said. Coworker came up to her and said, I've known 3 people who have had cancer and all of them died. You will be the first person, if you survive, that I know who has actually survived cancer. And the woman was very distraught, and this was clearly all about her and not about the woman who actually had cancer. And I know the way I would have reacted. I would have been like, I would have tried to make the woman feel better, be like, oh, okay, thanks, no, it's going to be fine. I'm sorry you've lost those people. But this friend of mine, this amazing, incredible, badass cancer patient, she told me that she turned around to the woman and went, how do you think that helps me? Why would you say that to me? And I genuinely didn't even realize you could say that you could turn this around onto the person who is trying to make them feel better, that you can ask them, why would you ask me that? How do you think that helps? And she told me that the woman just kind of stopped and stammered and was like, and she then told the woman, don't ever tell that story to anyone ever again. Never say that to someone ever again. And I think that is a beautiful thing. To me, that was just the most glorious thing I'd ever heard. Like, wow, we can do that? That is amazing. So when someone comes and says something to you as a cancer patient where they're trying to force you to make them feel better, or they say just those horrible things of, oh, I know such and such who died of this. Or, they try to give you some kind of holistic or non-holistic advice that you're not asking for, some kind of medical advice that you did not ask for and they are lovingly trying to force on you. You can stop and ask them, how do you think this helps me? Why would you say this to me? And you don't have to say, why would you say this to me? How do you think that helps? You can say genuinely and lovingly, how do you think this helps? Why would you say that to me? And then just be quiet and make them stop and think about that. Because a lot of times people say things and they just don't think about the consequences of their words. And we have an opportunity to teach. And we can do it with love. We don't have to do it like, you're a jerk, don't say that to me. We can do it out of absolute love. And in the process, stand up for ourselves and allow ourselves to feel how we really feel, and enlighten this person who, give them a sense of awareness of what they are saying. Because you are allowed to feel any way you want to feel through this experience of cancer or whatever you're going through. And I think that's really important to know, that if you do not allow yourself to fully feel what you are feeling, the good and the bad, it builds up. And so you really, really need to express when you are having a hard time. And it is okay to express those things. And if somebody else tries to force you to make them feel better, they don't like you expressing that you don't feel well, that is them. That is on them. Express yourself. Express when you're scared. Because once you say that, when you say, I am scared, I need help, I am having a hard time, you know what? In all honesty, it feels a little lighter after you say that. It feels a little bit better after you say that. But you just have to say it out loud. You have to say, I am having a hard time. And then you can get better from it. And if somebody tells you they're having a hard time, this is for those of you who have not been through an experience like this, all we want you to say is, man, that sucks. And just sit there and listen to us. You don't have to fix it, because you're not going to fix it, because there's nothing that can be fixed. We don't need your advice on how to make ourselves feel better. We've heard it, all right? We know that positivity helps you get through cancer, blah, blah, blah. And like Stacy just wrote it, she said, asking for help is very hard, and admitting and saying you're having a hard time is hard too. You're right. It is so hard. It is so hard. The way I like to do it was I did not do it to people's faces. I like to film it and then put it on the internet. That was my way of doing it. Was I just filmed myself crying and having a breakdown, and then I'd post it to the internet. I'd be like, you guys deal with this. But the response that I really wanted through that was just for someone to say, man, that sucks. I didn't need them to tell me everything's going to be okay. You're going to make it. Because you don't know, all right? Let's be honest. You don't know. You're not God. You don't know if I'm going to be okay. You don't know if this person's cancer is going to go away. But what we really want you to say is, I am sorry. That sucks. I'm going to bring you food on Wednesday. What do you like to eat? I'm going to bring you a dish and empty your dishwasher while you're eating it. No, you don't need to entertain me. I'm just going to do that. Like, that really is such a help. You do not have to fix my problem. You do not have to have somebody fix your problem. It is okay. All right? It is okay. All you have to do is be there. Give a loving space. That is my Wisdom Wednesdays. That is it. If you want a Cancer Grad shirt, go to cancergrad.org. You can go to our school store and pick up your very own Cancer Grad shirt. You can also get your Cancer Grad mugs. Everything tastes better out of a Cancer Grad mug. And sign up for our newsletter while you're there. So that is it. If you guys have any topics you want me to discuss on a Wisdom Wednesday, please comment below. I love these things. I love rambling. So go and give me a topic, and I'll try to tackle it. So that's it. Love y'all. Mwah. Have a fantastic night. See you next Wednesday. Bye, y'all.